can't even get a car, you piece of shit.
How are we here in London? This is my town, and there is no...
You see it?
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Kevin Hart, look, yes. The big one goes by.
What is that?
For the big man himself. Yes, the king of the world. Fuck your little car.
How you get the bus?
Big bus.
No, that was the big bus.
And a little car. Yeah, go get in a little car. Get yourself a phone book to sit on. Hey.
I'm actually a little hurt.
Here we are, Central Intelligence promo.
Let me finish my video.
Why are you yelling like that?
Because I just started mine. Let me finish
Well,
mine.
my video's important too.
Just give me a second. NNY, doing what we do, promo.
I gotta tell you something, man. I'm getting tired of this shit. Fuck you and your video.
Don't do
There
that.
you go.
Hey, don't, you know what?
My man. Hey,
whoever, all your people can bite that. Okay?
55 million people are gonna whip the shit out of you and
tell
your
those
fans.
55 million people to fuck off. All right, so basically,
You better watch your fucking mouth right now.
Why do you cuss so much?
Shit out of you. Have
Why
some
do you cuss
respect
so
for the
much?
women here.
How about you have
Sorry,
some
ladies.
respect?
I'm sorry.
You got a foul
Hey,
mouth, okay?
I'm sorry.
My fans don't need to hear that because we're better than your people. Let me talk to you.
You're right. Here's what your fans need to hear.
Amazing people. Fuck off.
Wow. 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 Wow.
I've been in a silly mood, bro.
What can you say? What the fuck can you say other than, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
He runs London.
He runs London, and apparently he runs ESPN. Piece of fucking shit. Oh
hey,
my
man.
gosh.
Hey, look, after he came up with a new program a couple weeks ago called Show Your Work, I had to do something there, Dwayne. Yeah. So, if you ever find this, hey, holla at your boy. But, welcome to another illustrious episode of Midcarders and Catering.
Midcarders and Catering podcast,
yes.
episode 47.
Episode 47, man.
Yeah, I'm sure you may hear episode 47 twice in 1 week. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you may hear that, but hey, this is why we're here. This is what we do. I have DJ Larry with me here.
Hey guys, I'm back.
DJ Larry, Show Your Work Network. We are currently, for our listeners that will hear this, we are currently streaming live on YouTube and Twitch on this lovely Saturday evening.
Yes.
A very eventful Saturday evening, so to speak, as we got like multiple things going on at once. We have college football going on right now. We also have a huge college football game coming up with the battle for Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Colorado's University of Colorado prime time and versus Colorado State.
Did you see the clip of them already getting snippy?
Oh Lord, I have not seen the clip yet.
They getting snippy already, man. It's
Did Shador throw the rollie up again?
Nah, man. It was the whole like when the teams come out, the teams came out, man. Them niggas they was already getting active for the Chris Brown. So yeah, man, it's
gonna be a lovely blowout. That's for sure. It's gonna be a nice what a way to get snippy, and it's fucking, what I'm saying, like y'all about to, what I'm saying, y'all about to lose to 42. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have been talking shit. What up, Winston?
Should have been talking shit, man. But hey, I'm glad, my Florida Gators are restoring order in the universe by beating the dog shit out of the University of Tennessee Volunteers. Fuck that dog. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And it's fun. This is fun right now. So
shout out to my Tigers. Shout out to them LSU boys. They tore them Mississippi boys up today, as they should have.
You know what I don't like? Man? I don't like when I hear a name for some place and it's not the name I expect. I saw somebody that's a Florida State fan say when we go to Death Valley next week. I was like, Death Valley? It's only one Death Valley I know of. And they were talking about Clemson. I was like, man, that fake it. Man,
that fake ass Death Valley.
The real Death Valley is purple and gold, bro. Like
Yes,
it ain't there ain't none of that, man. But if you want to laugh though, AJ, I just put the clip up because I mean we are wrestling fans. We like combat. You know, you can laugh at this.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is my first. Yeah,
and it's Shador again. It's Shador.
Hey man,
it is Shador walking up. Oh, this time he said, "Y'all better stay off that Buffalo. Don't even come to the Buffalo."
Hey,
bye.
Hey man, and I ask a question, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. What's Shador's football number?
Football number, I think Shador's number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Hey man, listen, man. He may be number 2, but he ain't. He's top 2 and he ain't 2 though. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that Heisman right now.
Hey, right now,
it's about to step that shit up.
It's in his hands, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I mean, usually I don't say this till about week 5, week 6, but that boy is special, man. He's special. And I know 2 Giants fans right now that's in the comments right now. Shout out to Winston, shout out to Nelson. That's already trying to plug Shador into that system down there because they want to, you know what I'm saying? I think Danny Dimes has overstayed his welcome, even though y'all just paid him. But you know, shout out to oh wow, yeah. Damn, bro. The city's under new management.
I ain't gotta say nothing else.
the city's under new management.
Sexy Red is the queen of New York. I ain't gotta say nothing else.
Wow. Damn, they said so they gotta check in with Zach Wilson. That's crazy.
You gotta check in with Zach Wilson and Tay Keith. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Hey, New York is being ran by an outsider. That is insane.
As usual.
Sanders Barkley 2024. Are you gonna be able to keep Barkley another? That's
Oh, speaking of I just want to show y'all the beauty of recording live. AJ, I don't believe you saw this before we went live.
Oh God.
Do you mind pulling this clip up for the people to see?
If this is what I think it is, if this is what I think it is, oh boy, yes it is. It is. I knew it. I knew it. Well, this is some sick shit. And right now, oh boy, yeah. Let me go ahead and get this up. We got to get this up on the Summer Jam screen. This is crazy. Yeah, dog. This is. Let's get this up on the screen, bro.
Bear with us, y'all.
Oh, bear with me. Hold on. There's some sick shit right here, bro.
Bro, I saw that shit. I said, y'all gotta be. This is a rib. This is a rib.
There's some sick shit right here.
Oh my goodness, man. It's loading. It's loading. I can see.
Is it loading?
It's loading. I can see the. You can't see. I can see it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, listen. Just look.
No words. Just let it play.
Is this okay?
Collision, take 22.
I got Keith Lee here.
Play it again. Play it again.
Take what?
Collision, take 22.
Hey, I baited you with the Shakur with the number 2. I had another 2 behind that bitch.
Yo, this is some sick shit, bro. No, look at his face, bro. Oh my God.
Look at the fit this nigga got on.
Look at his fit, bro. Oh. He thought, hey, maybe the Gear 5 will get on.
Oh my
maybe
God. Yo, and then I'm not being funny. I don't know that young lady's name. I know that she's Big Cass is that's his fiance.
Oh, that's his old lady.
That's his old lady.
Big ass old lady.
All right,
Wow.
but yes.
Wow.
Dog. She was trying so hard to stay professional, but she's.
But my God, they said take number 22.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all better hope to God this was like literally just take 22 for the entire night, not just for him. Because if it was
take number 22. This is week 1 without CM Punk, by the way. This is insane.
Take fucking 22.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dog.
Please bring the clip back up. I want to point something out.
Yo,
for the record, let me just say this. Welcome. You know, it's DJ Larry. I'm from Show Your Work. If y'all have never listened to us before, I'm from Show Your Work. We are an illustrious podcast. I like to joke and say that I'm a supreme leader. We're all supreme leaders over there. Four-headed dragon. And we have a section of our show called Clips of the Week where we actually dissect clips in our episode. So for this clip of the week for Midcarders,
yo, this is disgusting. Like, hold on, bro. This is really, really disgusting.
Yo,
please hurry up and load.
First off, shout out to Winston. Shout out to my guy DMV fan 123, KP Nelson, everybody. Man. Oh my God,
this is disgusting, bro. Like
just let it low, bro.
That's crazy.
Take fucking 22.
Take bro. Number 22. And this is on air, bro.
Hey man, finish your food, bro.
This is on the air, bro. Like, bro, look at it, bro. Nah, man. This place is done, bro.
Hey man. Look. It's cool, bro. Look, man. It was just the way the guy was like, all right, good fucking gosh almighty, man. Take 20 fucking
Take 22. I am so like,
get me out of here.
Bro. I've never seen like that's my like in all my years of watching professional wrestling, I have never ever seen no shit like that before.
Brother, I've seen kids run backstage. I've seen wardrobe malfunctions. I've seen mishaps.
I have never seen someone say, take action. Like, I've never seen that before, bro. Oh, my gosh. What what is this company, bro?
And there's some Mark in the comments right now. It's still real to me, damn it.
Bro. Somehow, some way, they're going to defend this shit, bro.
Oh, God. Yo, Keith was clearly unprepared. Everyone was unprepared. Like, nigga, how unprepared can you be for take fucking 22? Dog, my fucking ribs hurt.
Oh, my God. Oh my God.
My abs literally hurt.
Yo, I didn't. Okay, so much is happening. Like this is just. Oh my God. Because this is actually the first collision without Punk, or is this the second one?
This is the second one.
This is the second collision without Punk.
Actually, yeah, this is the second one because last week
was Tony coming out on the folding chair.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago? Oh, right. That was the same night because we were doing spaces that night.
Correct. That's
what happened. So it was the same night as Payback.
Right. And so matter of fact, AJ, speaking of our break, for the people live, would you like to play what you've been doing since you've been gone? Because you did come back from a break. You know
what I've been doing?
Yeah, there was I received a special telegram today. It was a promo that you sent out to the public. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and run that real quick.
Let me just say thank you all for tapping in to our episodes while we both have been gone on break because he was on break with Midcarders. I was on break with Show Your Work. If you were a patron, you were still fed with Show Your Work, you know, and we still fed you with Midcarders and Catering as well with that Spaces episode. That was a fun time. Amp acting like the writer's strike affected comic books will always be the funniest shit in the world to me.
Funniest shit. Amp like, man, I ain't no fucking nerd. I don't care about that shit.
Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, let me show y'all a little footage of what I was doing while I was out on vacation.
It is 7:40.
September 3rd.
I just got a two-way talking about Wayne. It's talking about I won't come outside. I'm in my motherfucking vacation home because it's gonna be a real motherfucking hot summer, man, for everybody. And probation is officially over. Oh yeah, last week, officially. And all that shit going on, I'm not going to jail for none of y'all. Should have sizzled down or whatever. But get involved. You ain't left alone, brother. You're not left alone. Holla at me. I'm right here. Killer.
September 3rd.
Just got it. Yeah, you see the palm trees? I'm on vacation and I'll be off.
September 16th, live on YouTube.
Dickhead.
Yeah,
some strong words.
Yeah. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Words.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I was on vacation home. You know what I'm saying? Down in down. I was in my vacation home down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear this guy pulls up to Colorado yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He pulls up to Colorado yesterday to talk to the other guy, the Pat McAfee motherfucker. He went to go talk to him, and then Lord and behold, you know what? We're gonna get there in a minute. We're gonna get there.
We gotta do the knowledge on that.
We gotta do the knowledge because we got some strings to attack right now.
My gosh,
this is some bullshit and all that. With all that being said, man, let's go ahead. Let's get to this news real quick because we got a fully loaded episode. We might not even get to wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but a lot tonight, man.
Yeah, let's get to this news.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I love when he says that.
All right, man. So I'm gonna save those words for later. Okay, but if you've been sleeping under a rock as of late, you know what I'm saying? You've been sleeping under a rock during this past week and all that. Shout out to Josh. What's good, Josh? You never had $7 in your pocket before? No, I've always had more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just, hey, look, I'm not with it. Look, I see your agenda, Winston. I see the agenda. I see what you doing, what you trying to do. This is not what's popping. It's not cracking. It's not working.
Big whale talk. Yeah, we're gonna have to let y'all in on the inside joke about Big Whale.
Big whale talk.
But yes, a lot has transpired since you've been gone, AJ. A lot.
Yes.
Where do we want to begin?
So when we left off, you know what I'm saying, during Payback, you know, the Payback post show, we were really coming fresh. We were fresh on the CM Punk firing. Yes. Excuse me, we were fresh on the firing the CM Punk and everything in that matter. And we hit that right on the nose, hit that right on the head, got a lot of takes out there, got a lot of discussion moving, everything in that matter. We was done, over with, blah, 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 the end. Then we get to the following week where the merger of WWE and the UFC have finally completed. It is now TKO. TKO Incorporated is now the parent company of WWE and UFC. They are now owned by the same company under Endeavor.
$21 billion?
$21 billion. $21 billion, bro. Like let's, I mean, everyone got paid very handsomely here. Let's
my son Nick got 15 million.
Yo, listen, I got the list right here because the TKO shareholders, they got a special one-time dividend of $3.86 per share.
Good Lord.
Later, this will be later determined if there will be a quarterly dividend, meaning that will they be getting paid quarterly from the dividends going forward, because the WWE shareholders now they will get 12 cents per quarter off of that. So if we multiply those number of shares from that first one-time dividend of ownership, you have Vince McMahon coming in at a whopping $111.3 million. Nick Khan with a nice right under 1 million with 905,000.
He'll get that bump up.
Yeah, he's gonna get a bump up for sure. Paul Levesque with 178K.
New Rolex.
Yeah, new Rolex. Nothing. Some light, new yacht, you know what I'm saying? And Stephanie McMahon with 7.5 million, and she ain't even in the damn company anymore.
She just got the stocks, man.
Yeah, and that's more guns than the gun, and he the governor, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's apart from the bonuses that they got from this whole thing too. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I know Triple H is off head. I think he got $5 million.
He got $5 million. There was another board member that got like $5 million. Nick Khan got 15 million. As far as what Vince actually got from this, like besides the the actual sale, ain't no telling, bro. Vince could have got $500 million off of this on the side somewhere, man. Ain't no, when that money's that big, they don't tell you the amounts, bro. They just give you a little small seat.
They just give you a little small segment, a little small this how much it probably is. They give you a little we're like in the margin of this much money, but really is this much, you know what I'm saying, in the grand scheme of things. The next thing we're gonna continue on with the TKO thing. Of course, they revealed the whole thing on Wall Street this past week. Really interesting to see that the superstars that they had in attendance for that,
the future,
our the WWE power couple. You know what I'm saying? The very happily married Bianca Belair and Montez Ford were right there on tap.
Yep. Mr. and Mrs. Suit. Yep.
They're on tap, getting their corporate governance on, you know what I'm saying, out there with all the executives, everybody that's a part of this. Dana White, primarily, as the chairman of the UFC. Another deal on the table, another part of the deal is Vince McMahon is going to be a high key member of course, he's going to keep his role within the WWE as the chairman of the board, stays on the board, and he also is going to get a lot of flex to make decisions within the UFC.
Yep, it'll be him, Dana, Ari Emanuel, a whole board of
a whole conglomerate of these guys.
Yes.
Going to be doing things. So I'm going to give y'all a little sense of realism here, though. That does not, because some of y'all, I don't know if this is engagement tweets.
Rents do
or not. There's not going to be any money in the bank matches in UFC.
There's not a UFC Royal Rumble happening.
No UFC Royal Rumble. Y'all are just.
Y'all ruined the fun out of everything. By the way,
y'all really just killed the fun. It's just like, bro, please relax. And Dana White already debunked all that shit immediately. He said, "Yo, there's not going to be any UFC. Don't expect every." One thing he said was, "Don't like the whole narrative that WWE fans are UFC fans is complete bullshit." You know what I'm saying? So he's saying don't expect these WWE fans to all of a sudden convert over to becoming UFC super fans at the same time too, because we're owned by the same company. Let's be realistic here.
Well, he said that because he said that in response to what Nick Khan was stating. And the thing is, they're both not wrong. Yeah. Dana's perspective is current. Yes, WWE fans are not UFC fans. However, Nick Khan, the legend he is looking toward the future, and he's saying, hey, we want to keep this in-house as much as possible. Why would we go out our way to not have this happen? So yeah, I'm looking at these comments. I see them. I see them. I'm no selling it. Listen, it's the one time where I don't have to come on. I'm in a separate zone. I ain't got to deal with it. Shout out to my co-host Nelson and Winston in the comments. I love y'all, man. But but he's right though. Like, yeah, nobody's a fan now, but yeah, we're trying to make this money, bro. Like, fuck what you talking about. Like, we're trying to make this money, Dana, Mr. White. So yeah, no money in the octagon, Josh. This is why I'm a vibe. I ain't gonna kick you while you down. I'm a vibe.
Look, it's like this. Yeah, like honestly, I kind of see like where Winston is saying, like, Dana trying to keep his people broke. You're not wrong. You're not wrong there.
Well, he came out earlier. He came out earlier because one thing that didn't get mentioned this week because it was overshadowed by all this TKO big whale talk is Bellator is up for sale too.
Holy shit.
Yes, Bellator is up for sale, and the PFL was supposed to buy it, but they did not. So because they did not, Bellator will be folding. So after they get all these cards out the way, they'll be shutting down. So I would imagine this is, for all the wrestling fans out there that don't watch MMA, this would be the equivalent of if Impact Wrestling folded and you wanted to pick up, some talents that, you want to add them to your roster. Think about similar to ECW folding back in the day and the ECW talents going to the WWF. So that's kind of like what's happening with Bellator right about now. So yeah, I will keep an eye out because you might see some return people. You might see some crazy stuff happening. So, so keep an eye out, man. It's something to pay attention to. What's up?
No, being that, what I'm saying, you just brought up, MMA in here. A good friend of ours just like rejoined the booth. And last night,
the great applause.
This is what was going on last night in North Dakota.
Four Bears Casino and Lodge, just 4 miles west of Newtown, North Dakota. Playing host to Cage Fury Fighting Championships for the very first time. It is time for CFFC 125. My name is John Morgan, and with me tonight, once again.
Hey, look at that guy.
Oh, who's that? Who's that handsome young man?
Yeah, look at that guy right there.
That chipper guy.
That chipper guy. He sure looks happy, doesn't he?
Oh, man.
He's back, might I add, with cause.
With cause.
The great.
With cause, mind you.
What a sick fuck.
Hey, man. Listen, man. Hey, one thing about Punk that I got to give him some somewhat respect about, he gonna keep a job.
Oh, yes, he will.
He gonna keep a job. Look, he can't just go home and lay up on April all damn day. So, he ain't gonna do that. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'm sending another clip, AJ. Just pull it back up in the tab you had. And let's see what he has to say about his time this time around. Because, anytime he's in limbo, he gonna hit the CFFC up.
Oh, yeah, he will. Oh, yes, Phil will, wouldn't he?
Oh man,
we're not done. Oh, we're not.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because we just happen to be talking about MMA.
Oh no. We flowing the synergy. No.
I was gonna say this was something else.
That's cool. Does it have no sound? All right. If that doesn't have sound, hang on just a minute. So, all right.
Okay. All right. Look. What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Come on.
He knows what he's doing. All right, try that. He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Try that one. If not, then we'll just move on. But yeah, also while we do that, man, shout out to I cannot repeat what Nelson just said. I'm not going to put it on the screen either. Nelson, enough people have gotten in trouble today. We leaving people alone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy, what was said here? I mean, he already said, "What do you want to talk about?" So
Yeah,
we got
let's
that.
see. No volume. All right, so what Philip is saying here is they asked him, what does he want to talk about? He said, and I quote, I got time on my hands for, he looks at his wrist and says, the next 2 months. So what's 2 months from now in Chicago, AJ?
Survivor Series. Survivor Series.
Sound like some rings getting kissed right now.
So let's check in. Let's see what he's saying here.
They can't hear it. Yeah, I was gonna say, AJ, they can't hear it. They can't hear it.
They can't hear it?
They can't hear it, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
No, it's fine. Like I was doing the translation for everybody watching it, so it's cool. I was doing my Black Announce Table impersonation, so
yeah.
Shout out to KP.
So basically what was being said there was that like Larry was saying, was Punk said, I have free time on my hands now. So I got the next
for 2 months. For 2 months.
2 months. So 2 months from now, like we're in September now, then there's October and November right there around Thanksgiving. There is Survivor Series in Chicago. So he's not slick. I see the move. I see what you're doing there.
And that goes into what happened this week too, when the reporters asked Nick Khan about CM Punk, and he gave a very generic response and was like, "Yeah, we ain't got nothing but respect for Phil. More power to him. Salute." Like, here's the thing, man. All right, I'm getting confused here. Why would Nick Khan, of all people, tell y'all what his plans are and what the WWE's plans are for Survivor Series at a damn stock meeting in September? Like, if anybody's gonna keep kayfabe real, it's gonna be Nick Khan. Why would he break kayfabe and be like, "Oh yeah, we're talking to Punk right now"? Like, dude,
yeah, no, we're not.
Nobody. Listen, only those secondary promotions, like those dweebs over there in Jacksonville, only other promotions will be like, "Oh yeah, we're talking to Goldberg. Oh yeah, we'd love to have this person." Fam, WWE is never going to tell you who they have until you see them on your screen.
Yeah, you're not going to. Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to see shit.
You're not going to see a goddamn thing, bro. You're not going to see it.
The only thing you get lucky on is if it's a young up-and-coming person and you see them in that performance in a shirt when they unveil the class that they bring in. But they even stopped doing that with some of the bigger names. So you're not going to know, bro. So y'all are going to have to tune in like the rest of us this fall, which has been eventful so far, to see if Punk shows up, if he doesn't, whatever. So
very, very eventful to say the least. And it's just so funny that you happen to bring up certain names that have been out in the waiver wire, so to speak. Because I want to say, like, good Lord, like maybe what day was this? This was maybe a little bit after the Endeavor night. So this probably like September 13th, maybe about September 13th in the middle, or September 14th, probably around the 14th, like smack dab in the middle of the night. Like,
can I tell you? I know what you're about to say. Let me walk you through what I saw. So
let's take a walk.
I want y'all to hear DJ Larry's perspective on this. I'm gonna do some self-promotion, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm up late at night. I'm minding my business, and I said, "All right, I'm preparing for this week's show. So let me watch the shows, right?" So I watched Dynamite. Yes, I know I need help, but I watched Dynamite, right?
It goes 6.
You know what I'm saying? For all my dogs, you know what I'm saying? I was watching Dynamite, and as I am watching Dynamite, keep in mind it's like 12 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah.
I look and it says Chris Statlander versus Jade Cargill. Now, Jade Cargill, backstory, returned last week on Collision. Jade Cargill, the longest reigning women's champion in AEW history, the most consecutive defenses of any championship in AEW history.
Hold on, let me hold you right there.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
She did not return at All In. Hit the drop.
Oh wait, we need the knowledge again.
Yeah, she didn't return.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
One more time. She didn't return to All Out.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
She returns on a random ass collision. And so it's like, okay, Jade's back. Now, there's a podcast that she clearly recorded a while ago that gets released. And on this podcast, she says, hey, it's no other place I'd rather be. I'd rather be in AEW, etc. Right?
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. And she said, Tony is a great boss. Like, okay, where's this coming from? But continue.
First of all, that side note, I love how Jade handled all this. So I'm watching Dynamite. Not against my will, but felt like it was against my will. I'm watching Dynamite. And as I'm watching Dynamite, I see a promotion for Rampage, like you always do, because they let you know what shows. We know what's gonna happen on the show. And it says
coming on Rampage.
Yeah, and it says
Excalibur don't
Chris Statlander will be defending the TBS championship against Jade Cargill. Now, anybody with a brain knows that Rampage is pre-recorded and taped. So before I even did anything, I said, Jade really came back to job out on Rampage, because why would you give Jade her win back on a tape show? Makes no sense.
No sense.
Then literally, I check the Union Discord, which you can get that link if you follow SYWNET, Midcarders and Catering. You check the descriptions of our episodes. That Discord link is right there.
Sure.
And who do I see breaking the news to the chat, laughing his ass off? But this guy to my left, and it says in bold letters, Jade Cargill has wrapped up with AEW and is WWE bound.
Didn't even say like she's just leaving the company. She's headed off to future endeavors. No, nothing like that. They said
all right.
WWE bound. Like, I'm like, wait, whoa.
She got endeavors with Endeavor, my guy. Like, yeah. And what made it funny, I was like, all right, this is insane. And then more details come out. And it's like, this has been in the work for weeks. Mm-hmm. This has been a process that's been going on. Then it turns out, funny enough, that, you know, the crowd had already left because they were just tired of that mid-ass Dynamite episode, so they left. So the crowd was low. So I said, let me do my due diligence to see how they handled this on Rampage. Now, this is where it gets interesting. There actually, AJ, give me 1 second. I want the people to actually see this, because this was baffling to me. This right here was baffling, because this just shows like how unserious this company is and just how crazy this company has gotten over the past year. So shout out to Jade, by the way. The match she had with Chris Statlander was really good. It sucks because that was her last match for the company, and no one's ever gonna see that. You know, like you wouldn't even know unless somebody told you that this match happened. Yeah. And you know, but as I'm getting this pulled up, man,
yeah,
what's your thoughts on Jade's legacy with AEW? Because at this point, I mean, taking those two losses back to back, it's just like
Jade was definitely a moment. She definitely had a moment in AEW. Was it the rightful type of moment that she should have been given? I think I've said on this podcast, like, faithfully, like a lot of times, like I've asked the question, when Wednesdays come, where is Jade Cargill? She looks great on TV. She looks good. She's a beautiful woman. She you look at her, you see star. Now, in terms of the overall ring work, yes, there was a lot of needs for improvement there. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely a whole lot of needs of improvement. Um, and it was hard for her to do because they put her on a show that no one watched. I mean, Rampage was just it was a dead show. It was a dead in the water show. They put her on there following SmackDown on Friday nights. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching that. If you like, that's crazy to put her.
Reason.
Yeah, just to put her on there. You got this TBS championship. Yeah, she had a hell of a run as TBS champion. You call some people called it Goldberg-esque. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it reminded me of that.
Yeah, it was very Goldberg-esque, but it got really stale quickly. I want to say like probably around 40-0 is probably when people were just like, yo, okay, I'm checking out.
I think it was around
maybe before that, maybe 35,
like 25, like
yeah,
because all she was facing, her competition was literally enhancement talent,
yeah,
and baddies that stopped giving a damn. So it's like, what are we doing here? And listen, I do think that in ring there is a future there with Sky Blue, and I also think there's a huge future there with Willow Nightingale as well. But you can only run those matches so many times. So it did beg the question of what's going on with her not being on Wednesdays. And if you check the private chat, it will tell you what's going on. So please go right ahead.
Well, I'm hoping that we can get some sound on this because it's really funky.
Okay. If not, I'll translate once again.
If not, we'll translate for sure for the people.
Britt, unfortunately, you did not advance in the four-way eliminator matchup for the AEW World Championship opportunity at Grand Slam. What is next for you at this point in your career?
Well, Renee, Wednesday certainly didn't go as planned. All In at Wembley didn't go as planned. The last few months haven't really gone as planned. And AEW, the way I knew it, the way I built it, hasn't gone as planned. I should be two-time world champion by now. I am the definition of champion material. Everything I say as champion is listened to. Everything I do as champion is watched. So I'm going to do what I do best and make history, because I am going to become the first female to hold both the AEW Women's World Championship title and the TBS title. And in fact, I've never had a TBS title match, which is criminal.
Okay, enough.
No. Let keep going. That's the best part. Run it back like 5 seconds. That's the best part right there. Run it back.
Make it right, and there's a first for everything. So whoever wins tonight, Jade Cargill, Chris Statlander, you'll be wrestling me tomorrow night in the main event of Collision in State College, Pennsylvania. Good luck, ladies. I'll be watching. Yours truly, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
It should be criminal.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Nelson, you coming in crazy, dog?
Boo.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Live from State College, Pennsylvania. It's Collision. What's good, yeah?
Hi, Nelson.
What's good, Nelson? Nelson has joined us this evening.
Oh, man.
This is just, come on, bro. Like, that right there. That right there is the things that I'm talking about when it comes to Jade Cargill, because that promo right there by Britt, it goes to show you that easily you could have inserted Jade into main title picture, which has been my problem from the forefront, is that you had Jade on the secondary title this entire time. You completely kept her away from Britt Baker and Toni Storm and Ruby. You completely and Saraya, Saraya,
the mean girls,
probably
the
wasn't
mean girls.
Yeah, the mean girls. You kept her away from them this entire time. This is probably the first time I ever heard Britt Baker say Jade's name.
It is.
Like,
it's legitimately the first time.
like, and you're gonna really what you got the unadulterated audacity to sit up here and say whoever wins this match between Jade Cargill and Chris Statlander is going to face me tomorrow. Like, are you like, clearly Jade is not going to win. So now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, Jade, if you win, like, you're going to face me, blah, blah. Like, we're going to get that. Like, get the fuck out. That was her last night, bro. Like, cut the shit, bro.
Then this is something that's like, this is something that no one else is like bringing up.
You got that right, DMV.
No one is talking about how do y'all think Jade feels, bro? Like, again, you do all this work and you only main event take TV shows. You don't get to main event anything else. Like, I'm not saying she hadn't had some main events before. I think she had a main event on the first Dynamite when she won the TBS championship against Thunder Rosa. I think that was a main event.
Yeah.
But she never was on Collision. She was never on anything else. And then this woman who built this company up isn't invited to London for your biggest show of all time. But you fly in Sasha Banks, who doesn't even work for you, and you show her on camera like you showing Jack Nicholson at a Laker game.
Yeah.
How else is she supposed to feel? So, yeah, no, I do not blame Jade for, first of all, the stigma that we get as Black people. This fucking guy. The stigma we get as Black people, you know, where we're listed as unprofessional and ghetto and trashy and all these different things. For Jade to actually, because she could have went off, she could have done podcast trashing this guy. She could have done all type of stuff to downplay her time in this company. For her to go out there, put on a good match, by the way. You know, give Chris Statlander her props after the match. You know, properly greet the crowd away like old-fashioned wrestlers would.
Yeah.
And to do all that, that was professional of her. I salute her for that. So, yeah, it's just crazy now because it's like, what do you do now? If you're in that company and you're seeing how a top talent like Jade is being treated, what now for you? You know?
And here's the other kicker about Jade. When it came down to public relations with AEW, when it came down to public relations with A&W, Jade is wrestling on Friday nights. Nobody's watching. Low ass demo rating, unless y'all have put CM Punk on Rampage or whatever that week. Who was always front and center at all your public relations events?
The three people. There's three people, and they all have something in common.
Yeah.
There were front four for AEW.
Yeah.
5. Britt Baker, Adam Cole. The other 3, Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Chicago-made Punk.
Yep.
What do 3 of those 5 have in common? So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's insane how...
And Ricky Starks, too.
Ricky Starks now, for sure. Ricky Starks now.
Also.
Ricky Starks now. But, you know, those are the main ones they sent out for foundations and all these type of things. So,
and it's like, you got this woman right here doing your public at NASCAR doing public relations, right? And me, an outsider, looking at the, like, whoa, she wrestles at AEW. What day does that come on? Oh, it comes on Wednesday, their main show. That's they Raw for the week. Oh, tuning in. You get through the whole show, 2 hours. Okay, you may get like a Jade doing a promo, but guess what? That promo
15 seconds.
That promo's for Friday. I'm not going to be watching this shit on Friday. But why? But you got this woman front and center at all your public relations events, and you ain't even got her fucking wrestling.
I'll give you something better. Larry, where was Jade at for when they were promoting for a certain city before a certain Chicago made man walked into that promotion? Who was doing promotion for those AEW events in that city? Jade Cargill. She was in a White Sox jersey. She was in a Bulls jersey. Did Jade Cargill wrestle at either of those couple of times when she promoted for any events in Chicago?
No.
That's exactly.
No.
So yeah, man.
They did her dirty, bro. They did her very dirty.
Yeah.
And I understand that in hindsight, like she is a Cody person. She's a Cody person, but still, I don't care if she was a Cody woman or not. She still should have been. She should have been given a whole lot more. Y'all really fumbled Jade Cargill. They really fumbled her. They fumbled her big. They didn't even give her opportunities to get better. You know, in between that time of, you know, doing this program with Statlander, because Statlander is one of the best women talents out there.
Absolutely.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So she can dance with a broom. You know what I'm saying?
It's such she has to get dragged into this bullshit with her.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Chris Statlander didn't do anything wrong. Chris Statlander literally was supposed to dethrone Jade, but she got hurt.
But she got injured.
So, you know, Chris Statlander's been minding her business, but we are.
But shout out to Jade for going out top of the, you know, with top class and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go out bashing nobody. She didn't go out doing any of that because, again, I think even outside of all the politics and bullshit within that women's division, she still has really great relationships with people back there at AEW and everything like that. And even still, you know what I'm saying? This is just, I think Jade is she is the genesis of the mass exodus that is going to be coming from that company sooner or later.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Yeah. I'm not even being funny when I say this. I'm not being funny. I think it started with Punk, and the reason it started with Punk is because there's a lot of people.
Well, unwittingly, it started with Punk. Yeah, I mean, he was let go.
He was let go, but that's where it starts because at the end of the day, Punk is the reason why people got TV time on AEW.
Right, yeah.
Whether we watch it or not, whether we want to complain about it, whatever, whether we want to say we hate watching, whatever, he still got those people TV time. He literally went at the people who said, damn, Thunder Rosa, Miro, Andrade, House of Black. Look at the wonders it's done for Bullet Club Gold. Like they're like, if they didn't have Collision, they'd be dead in the water. And now,
I mean, he legit went to Tony and said, "I want the people who got heat."
Yes,
literally, like that's what he said. I want the people that got heat because I want them to be working Saturday.
Scorpio Sky. I mean, Scorpio Sky was just chilling for months, and you know, Wardlow. Like, there's so many people that have TV time because of this guy, and now he's gone. Jade's gone. We for the sake of time we'll keep on going, but I mean, the Sonny Kiss situation, like
disgusting situation. Absolutely disgusting.
Like, listen, it's just bad. So, hey man,
that was an HR hire, not a wrestling hire, as you can see. I just think
diversity hire for sure.
Right. And y'all, like you made a hell of a point with CM Punk. I think with CM Punk, yes, like that's the reason why. But I think Jade, like I think CM Punk, obviously because of how polarizing he is, that gets the most like, you know what I mean? That's gonna get the most notoriety and most engagements. But I think with Jade, Jade's gonna be the biggest, like just the overall picture from how you guys booked it, to how you guys used it, to how you guys presented her, to how who she was wrestling against, from like storyline to actual matches to PR to just an overall like picture. I think Jade's gonna be the biggest exit because it's like, yo, y'all had something right there. Like it was not hard to book Jade. The problem is you had her match here and there, like with a Chris Statlander, and granted, Chris Statlander just kept getting hurt, and like I'm not putting the blame on Chris Statlander, like I'm not. But in the place of that, like you could have had to go against Britt Baker, you didn't. You could have had to go against. Did she even wrestle Thunder Rosa? I don't think she did.
I don't think she did wrestle Thunder Rosa.
Did she wrestle Nyla Rose? I don't think she did.
She did wrestle. Jay. Because remember, Nyla Rose had the TBS championship like held hostage.
You're right. Oh yeah. That terrible angle. That was a 3-day build. That was a 72-hour build.
Yeah, basically.
That lasted way too damn long, but yeah.
Then you had to wrestle like Marina Shafir and like
she wrestled Marina Shafir so many times.
Yeah, like she's wrestling this. It was either she wasn't wrestling the people she should have been wrestling to make her a bigger name in the company, or she was just fucking wrestling Starbucks baristas and Dairy Queen workers, bro. Like, what do you like? You like it was very polar. It was just very up and down with how they booked, and they booked her horribly. And I mean, as much as people want to complain about like the main event scene and like the pay-per-view scene, because like we could all say how terrible they book stuff, but the Jade Cargill situation is probably the biggest picture of how terrible AEW. If Tony, I guess Tony Khan's the head of creative, like how he's booked stuff, like that Jade Cargill situation is AEW's booking in a microcosm. Forget all the Japanese dudes who came here. Forget all the new signings he put in the back. 2 weeks after debuting them, save for a couple people. Like Jade Cargill is going to be the biggest smear. Like they're gonna talk about how bad he booked Jade Cargill for the next 5 to 10 years. If she pans out well in WWE, that's gonna be the biggest discussion of anything. If that company goes down, if she starts winning belts, if she goes to NXT for a little bit and they show how much better she gets in the ring, because NXT is about development, and I think she should do that. And I don't want to keep it too long when y'all talking about this, but I think that's going to be the biggest discussion. That might be as much of an impact as CM Punk is how bad they fumbled Jade Cargill.
Yeah. I have to agree with you there because, like, if WWE is it, if she is there, you know what I'm saying, if she's going there, and it does pan out to where because I mean, come on, man, we know how they can make stars, bro, and she's already going to be known. When she walks in, everybody's going to know who Jade Cargill is, bro. Yeah. Whether she walks into NXT or if she walks onto main roster, it doesn't matter. We all know who Jade Cargill is at this point. They are going to make this woman a super fucking star, bro.
Absolutely.
Even if you got to send her down to Florida for a minute to get into that PC lab and everything and to learn even more and to work with those people down in NXT, they're going. It's we truly got something on our hands here. If she
forget the main roster, think about Florida. Think about NXT, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
You got Sol Ruka's coming. When does Sol Ruka come back? Early next year?
She's maybe early next year because she's got a ACL tear.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't know. I forgot when she got hurt, so I was just trying to remember the time. But
it's been
if you put Jade Cargill there for a little bit, and that comes in the time Sol Ruka comes, you get Jade Cargill and Sol Ruka.
Mm-hmm.
You get Jade Cargill and whatever WWE superstar comes down to NXT for a bit. You get even
you got endless possibilities.
There's so much they could do with Jade Cargill down there, and then before you even go into the main roster and all the dream matches everybody's putting up. But for NXT, bro, she could chill there for 6 months to a year and be fine because Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton, people are gonna tune into that on a Tuesday night.
Absolutely.
Jade Cargill and any of Jakara Jackson, or all of them, all those women in NXT, bro, they're gonna tune in because they're up and coming names and they're good matches.
Yeah, definitely with you there. Because I mean, and this all plays into you know what I'm saying. I know we've been talking about the Endeavor, TKO and everything of that matter. Because this is just the beginning, bro. I think there's no better time than ever too. If you are jumping ship to WWE, there's no better time than now to be coming over, man, because you just see all these different plans in play, these different ideas that's kind of coming out, that's coming to surface. You know what I'm saying? Here, it's so much big money that's gonna be available and that's gonna be getting passed around. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so much that they can do in terms of this is a time to make mass superstars and whatnot.
Yeah, it's a lot of things going on with that. I mean, anybody who's a free agent, I mean, we be here all day, but just for the sake of time, just know you see them with that see them in WWE, they've been plotting on this and been waiting. So man, I'm excited.
Just to get back to TKO real quick, just an idea of some of the plans that they got set in place right now. Some ideas. I mean, this coming straight from Nick Khan, saying that they're envisioning, which means he's going to do it. I'm telling you, he's going to fucking do it. Nick Khan is not going to sit up here and say something and not do it. I think that's where we are.
Not good old Saint Nick.
Not Saint Nick, but he's saying that they're envisioning to set up an all-star TKO weekend. and this is how this weekend is going to take shape. So you have your SmackDown, which will probably be a super show, a super SmackDown going down on the Friday. Then you turn around and you got UFC, which would probably be a super fight UFC fight night. Mind you, this is all taking place in the same city at that point. So just imagine this is in Vegas. This is Vegas super fight weekend.
City that can definitely hold multiple arenas for multiple nights. Yes.
So we got T-Mobile Arena over here. We got MGM over there. We got, you know what I'm saying? It's just think about this real quick. And so we got UFC fight night on a Saturday night. Then Sunday is the WWE Premium Live event. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this can happen by them being owned by the same company. It's kind of throwing out the whole arena rule out the gate right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no, it's no more of, oh, UFC got this book for tonight, so no WWE here. No, they're going to say, oh, no, we're going to run UFC. So think about it like we do night 1, night 2 of WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Instead, we get night 1 UFC, night 2 we get WWE. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how serious this is. This is how crazy this is. So also imagine that when you having that super fight on Saturday night, imagine how many WWE talents is going to be in that crowd holding those championship belts. Watching UFC.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, dog.
I mean, they'd be there anyway in an unofficial capacity because they just like the sport. So I mean, it's just free comp tickets at this point. So yeah, like,
I mean, this is absolutely crazy.
And remember, we got WrestleMania 30's almost main event set up because Undertaker and Brock were in the crowd, and he walked past Taker. You want to do it? So I can imagine more of those type of interactions and events popping up.
Yeah,
with that, this happened in fight weekend. Conor McGregor bumped into this person or whoever.
Yeah,
and it'll be interesting to see. But nah, man, they did the damn thing, man. I gotta give them their respect on this, man. It's a lot of interesting pieces moving on with Endeavor right now. I call it the Larry and Trey deal because shout out to my brother Youngin, man. He's a big UFC guy, so that's cool to see. So yeah.
But we're not done.
Oh, and just by the way, I know we just talked about this. Statlander retained against Britt Baker. I literally just saw this just now. So thank God they didn't take that title right off Statlander, to give it to that lady. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I got something for that.
God, I just wanted God to forgive me for what I was gonna say. I ain't gonna say it though.
I'm not gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Hey man,
I'm
a
gonna leave it
vibe.
alone. Hey, might be on something there, Winston.
Hey man, look, Winston, what's been my prediction? If you follow me in the Discord or you watch me, I'll show you work. What have I always said? They're planning something big for Super Bowl. So
yeah. But
no way out.
With that, I also want to talk about like a couple of different changes that may be coming to WWE in terms of championships with this deal, possibly.
Yes.
Shout out to Marcel pulling up. What's up, Sel?
Shout out to you, Sel.
So they're talking about discussing whole like new title schemes in WWE, some revamps, new names, weight classes, even trios. It's an opinion that's being discussed. This is not saying that this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. And I know without a doubt these changes are not necessarily going to be coming to the new titles that just debuted not too long ago.
Not like the women's world, and
not the women's world or the women's main, no, the women's world or the WWE undisputed women's or the Seth's belt, the world new world, the world heavyweight belt, and Roman's new undisputed belt. Like those belts probably won't change. I even doubt if there's any changes. I can see possibly maybe they were going to incorporate middleweights into the WWE scheme, which would be your Intercontinental title, because right now it's the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. So maybe they could be Intercontinental Middleweight Championship, possibly, something of that matter. But I do see this affecting the women a whole lot more than it does on the male side of things, because that is basically your door opener to possibly bringing in a mid-card women's championship. You know what I'm saying?
So before you pull up their comments, it's funny because I was thinking this. Honestly, I think this is gonna just basically be for the men, because with the women, there are too many women. Like the weight differences are too vast and different in WWE.
Right.
And you would be forcing them to like confine to this it's at the end of the day, WWE's entertainment. So like it's not like it's where you have to make weight and do all these type of things. Now I will say this, what I think will happen, I think we get three things out of this. I think you're going to get a male trios, because we see that SmackDown is literally the show, which we'll get to later briefly, but that's the land of, the factions right now. WWE has been more faction heavy this year than we've seen in quite a while, where, it's trios and, a lot of groups coming together. So I can see the trios being a thing, and that's like perfect for Judgment Day. It's perfect for the OC, the Soup Profits or Soup Business, whatever they call themselves, Bobby and the Street Profits. Like it's perfect for them. I do see a new cruiserweight title.
That I cannot see.
You don't see a cruiserweight title?
I don't see a cruiserweight title.
The only reason why I say I can see it is because right now they are testing Dom holding the North American title and having him be able to go between the brands. I think that once they get Dom over to where they want him to, if you do introduce a cruiserweight title, you can have it to how it was.
It need to go through all three shows.
Yes. Yeah. And so that's perfect for, a lot of that talent, like some Axiom, for example.
Axiom, Dragon Lee,
Nathan Frazier. It's perfect for those guys to move through and get some reps up before they're officially called up. So I think that will work. But what they need to do while they're redoing this, there needs to be a women's intercontinental title of some sort.
Yeah, that's my man.
That's what needs to be the belt, because as much as I love Liv Morgan, bro, but
no,
we're in the era's too dominant, bro. The era is so dominant. We're gonna talk about what happened Tuesday night. That just shows you how dominant the era is in WWE. So I would love for them to do a, even if it's at this point now, what they should do? And if they do this shit, I want my.
You want your 5%.
I want my
I want my 5% off tight.
Do a China Invitational for the Intercontinental, because China was the first women's Intercontinental champion.
I like that.
Do a China tournament, and then whoever wins it, like I said, that's perfect for Liv Morgan, Zoe Stark, lover or hater, Carmella, Chelsea Green, like some of these women that right now are not going to dethrone Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and even Io and Asuka,
even
and
like
Charlotte.
Io or Asuka or Charlotte, like none of those top women right now. Like no, or Becky.
So that's interesting to.
And I feel like how you said how they may be piloting, seeing how that is with Dom right now. I feel like that's kind of like what they doing with Becky, with her winning. Winning the NXT championship. The women's NXT title, because she's gonna be there Monday. She's gonna be there. Probably show up Tuesday too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I think that's also something else showing that we could probably fit another title onto program, because again, we want to see women get more time too. You know what I'm saying? We want to see them get a mid card.
This is
match
the first, and this is the first week. This is the first week, and I've seen it in a long time. And if somebody's got the stat on this, please correct me after the show. But the women main evented everything this week: Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. So I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, all in 1 week.
All in 1 week. So hey, it's time, man. It's time, man. So
I think so too. I think that's fair. I mean, and I think also, again, this is not them trying to be like UFC. That's not what this is. I think this is them answering a request that some of us have kind of had, especially on the women's side of things, is that bringing other than, the women's tag titles, you know what I'm saying, which is, they don't have the best reputation right now.
They're trying. At least they're trying.
They're trying. I will say that, bro. Right now, who you have them on is really great. It's good. It's good to have that on Chelsea Green and Piper Nivens finally healthy. I think that's good. I think it's great right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not too silly. It's not too because Chelsea Green is wrestling. She's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't sit here and say like, oh, it's just a big joke. She's not wrestling. That she's just walking around holding the title. Blah blah blah. It's a joke. I mean, they're doing the best they can with what they were given, because we know that Sonya Deville would actually be defending those titles right now had she not gotten injured. So
also too, I love the team Hell No, the KO and Sammy, the mismatch tag that they're running with Piper Niven, because every time she's popped up, she's like, "I'm cleared."
Right. So, now I'm clear. Like I can go now. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because therefore we got something coming now. Now it's go time. You know what I'm saying? Now it's go time until Sonya is back, and hopefully shout out to Sonya Deville. Hope you're healing up well and everything. In that matter. But yes, that's really great there. But that's how I feel about that whole title scheme right now. But and I'll say it again, if there is a name change with a certain title, it'll probably be changing that Intercontinental to a middleweight instead. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be something like that.
Yeah, something that something of that matter. Probably after Gunther drops the title.
And again, I think Nelson had a great comment in the comments. I think that they'll probably come up with something like original, but the women's title will be like the IC title, basically.
Yeah, the women's Intercontinental, women's something Intercontinental,
women's North American title.
North American, it'll be something witty, something good.
Yeah, for
sure. Next. I want to talk about. Okay, so we're still at Endeavor right now. So
I'll throw this out there real quick. Real quick, just for the second time.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, Tampa.
Oh yes.
Royal Rumble will be in Tampa. So we finally get the location. It's Florida instead of Texas this time.
Yes.
And that's very interesting for what we'll talk about later. But yes.
Yeah, very interesting to say the least there. The next thing, and we still at Endeavor, it's obvious that there were going to be some cuts going on here. It hasn't been any talent cuts as of yet. No talent cuts. It's all just been on the corporate scale of things. They told some employees to just, work remotely, and we'll let you know if your phone rings, what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So far, only I think a big name was oh my gosh, I forget his name. He was the head of digital, something like that.
What? He was the head of digital, but it turns out he was a sick man. Apparently,
yeah, he was a sicko. Like back when he
we're
worked
not
Fox
even going to give you the
but
shine.
We're not giving you no type of thing like you lost your job, fuck you, fuck off. Yeah, get you know what I'm saying, get fucked.
Yeah.
But another notable name was the wife of Warrior. She was let go. I didn't even know she was an employee there. That was wild. But hey,
yeah, she's been there for a minute because she does the foundation, like all the Connor's Cure stuff and all that. Yeah, she's He's been an employee since he passed. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, but she was another name. But right now, no talents have been released. No future endeavors as of yet. Matt Riddle has not been let go. Neither has Shit Row. But everything is still in the air.
Yeah.
However, Elias, they said he's been working without a contract, so he's currently without a contract. So yeah, that could be very tough. Yeah. Okay. But
hey man,
it is what it is.
Listen, when they start putting boogs and commercials, that's when I knew the door was closed on Elias.
Yeah, it was over.
Like, it's over. Like
when
Vince left and when Boog start getting in commercials, yeah, bro, it's over with.
Yeah, it's done.
He'll be in the National Wrestling Alliance soon.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah, NWA bound, some shit. Maybe Impact. Who knows?
But Vagabundo.
Yeah, something.
We'll be back.
Another notable newsworthy item. The Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500. Yeah.
It's a work.
Let's we gotta spend a little bit on this shit. Cause okay. So Pro Wrestling Illustrated 500 released this past week.
Yes.
I just want to talk about this top 10. So,
sure.
Top 10. They don't have to spend too much time on it.
Can you go in reverse order? 10 to 1?
We're gonna go in reverse. We're gonna go from 10 on to 1.
Okay.
Starting at number 10, Cody Rhodes. Very questionable there.
Okay.
But hey, we'll get to that in a second.
All right. Okay, Cody.
Number 9, Josh Alexander. Number 8, Orange Cassidy. Number 7, Okada. Number 6, MJF. Okay. Number 5, Vikingo. Okay. Number 4, Gunther. Number 3, John Moxley. Number 2, their tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And number 1, well deserved. Shout out to the one, the only, the icon, the visionary, the Monday Night Messiah, the architect, the Seth Rollins. CrossFit Jesus himself, Seth Rollins, is number 1 on the PWI 500. Well deserved, Seth. So the Shield make up the top 3 of this whole list. So yeah, it's a lot of things to look at here. A lot of things.
All right, okay. Can you go through 10 through 5 again?
Let's go through 10 through 5. All right.
Cody Rhodes.
We got Cody Rhodes
and Josh Alexander right after that, right?
Josh Alexander.
Okay, that's a big.
At number 9.
I know why, but keep going.
Okay, Josh Alexander's at number 9. Number 8 is Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
Number 7 is Okada.
Okay.
Number 6 is MJF.
Okay.
And number 5 is Vikingo.
Let's stop right there.
Yes.
Okay. In my own opinion, this is just me. Alexander and Cody are right there because of the fact that they were injured during this time period. Hold up.
How far back is the time period? Let's
that is the key.
Okay.
That is the key. Because Cody being at number 10 and Alexander literally just came back a couple weeks ago. Literally. So he's been gone for a minute. Like they've had new champions, all kind of stuff, right? Alex Shelley's champion now because
Alex Shelley's the champion.
Then they're gonna do, I think him and Alexander are bound for glory.
How's Alex Shelley not on this top 10?
It's a very great. So here's the thing. When I'm reading this list, I'm looking at what's being represented on this list, right? Orange Cassidy on this list is Orange Cassidy's on this list because Orange Cassidy had 30 title defenses, something like that.
Yes, he had an entire run.
Right. And I will say this about Orange Cassidy. Each match was, I don't know how he's going to pull this off, but he pulled it off. So shout out to Orange Cassidy for getting that hot. As somebody who watches New Japan, Okada is only on this list because they had to find a way to represent New Japan on this list.
Okay.
That is literally it.
Payola. Got you.
No, not even Payola.
I'm just kidding.
But seriously, in all seriousness, because
you got to have somebody represent.
If they were honest with themselves, it would have been Ospreay.
Probably so.
But
absolutely, because Ospreay guy's probably 2 match of the year contenders.
Ospreay is not a champion right now, and also
he lost the U.S. title. Oh
no,
wait,
he's
converted it over.
He's not the IWGP main champion, the heavyweight champion.
Right.
That goes to Sonata.
Right.
Now, when it comes to names that people are going to recognize on this list, Okada's name trumps Sonata, and it also trumps Ospreay. Mm-hmm. This is why he's up there. You can also argue Okada was a part of the, one of the bigger matches of the year with Danielson, his matches in Wrestle Kingdom, things of that nature. So, I get it. That leads me to MJF and the Kingo. And it's also going to lead to Moxley, too. Because who's 4?
Number 4 is Gunther.
Okay. Gunther,
Intercontinental Champion.
Gunther's right where he should be. Moxley and the Kingo are up there for a main reason. And I know people don't want to hear this, but this is the honest to God truth. They are this high because they are both their respective companies, one of their respective companies' main guys. But the Kingo literally works everywhere. He is not just doing his U.S. excursion just in one company. He's at all these indie shows across the globe.
Right.
And John Moxley has literally told his wife, his child, Tony Khan, Jesus, the ghost of Terry Funk, listen, I love y'all, but I'm going out tonight and I'm bleeding. And I'm going to bleed in Delaware. I'm going to bleed in Missouri. I'm going to bleed in Canada. I'm going to bleed in the UK. I'm going to bleed in Mexico, Japan. I'll bleed in Africa if it takes that. Like, John Moxley is going to go out. He's going to bleed. So when I read this list, it feels like they're rewarding the Kingo and Moxley for their willingness to go around the world and work. Mm-hmm. Does that make them a part of my personal top 5? No, but I understand that they're giving, because look at Orange Cassidy on this list as well. They're giving the workers their just due with this list. And let's be real. We all know a work when we see it. Moxley's in that top 3, so they can say this year the Shield are all have 1, 2, and 3. Because before then we would have never said this. This is the only time I think they've ever done this. So yeah, the Kingo got
he's got mad 1099.
So that's why they're up there. I mean, there are plenty of other great talents this year, but when I look at it, it just looks like we're rewarding the workers and we're giving you guys who were injured a slot. Now, Cody Rhodes being at number 10 is criminal.
That's completely criminal. He should be higher than John Moxley.
Criminal. Cody Rhodes should definitely be in the top 5.
He should be higher than John Moxley. John Moxley should be like number.
I'm with you.
6
based on drawing power, based on merch, based on headlining WrestleMania, based on everything that Cody Rhodes has done, winning the Royal Rumble. How could I forget?
That's what I'm saying. Like, because he's been back since January. So
Cody Rhodes, honestly,
what are we doing?
Cody Rhodes, if it's my top 10, top 5, Cody Rhodes is number 2, right behind Seth.
Yeah, probably so.
Roman, I love you.
Roman's gonna drop down a spot for me.
You would be 3.
He'll be 3. He would be 3.
And like I said, I can't think of anybody else because when it comes to work. Go ahead.
I was going to say John Moxley and being ahead of Gunther is criminal. That's absolutely criminal.
And again, they're only doing that because
they want that shield. They want that shield.
Shield top 3, but also the slight for WWE is, well, these guys only work their territories, and that's the problem because If Gunther Gunther was Moxley. Gunther was chopping across the world before he signed his exclusive WWE deal. He was in Progress, PWG, Evolve. Like he was going across the Japan. He was out there going crazy. So it makes sense why he's there. And like I said, they had to represent who they represented, and unfortunately, Josh Alexander's name and what he is, because really and truly, Josh Alexander is 2006 Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he is. But
they made sure that we got Impact here, we got AEW here, we got all these people here. But in reality, if you're gonna go with MJF at number 5,
MJF should be at the bottom of this list.
When you're going MJF at number 6, I'm gonna be honest with you. Bryan Danielson should be right there.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm not even the biggest Danielson guy. I'm just telling you just based off of match quality. But that's why I say this is a work, because to me, this looks like more of a rigged popularity contest than it does actual work rate and actual quality of matches. If this was based on quality of matches, this list would be
completely different because Cody Rhodes himself, like Cody is in like elite. Let's see, he's in maybe 3 match of the year contenders alone since he's been back since January.
WrestleMania 39.
WrestleMania. He's got the 2 matches with Brock. Well, the match with Brock at SummerSlam for sure is another match of the year contender. You can maybe even call his first match with Brock in Saudi a match of the year.
No, the first match with Brock in Puerto Rico.
Yes. Backlash. You could have had that as a match of the year contender. And the Saudi one was good too.
All 3 of them were fire.
Like, don't get it twisted, but you got Cody below Josh Alexander. Personally, and like you said, Josh Alexander just returned. I don't understand how Josh Alexander may just get bumped to like 11.
Yeah, I need to know this time frame of how they do this.
Yeah, I need to know this time frame, because if you're going from January, like, no, because literally Alex Shelley should be right there instead of Josh Alexander at number 9. And then if you want to bump, I would bump Orange Cassidy past Okada, definitely past MJF. MJF would be sitting right there at number 10.
Man. When I read that list, dog, what's that famous quote that they said Tupac told Biggie when Biggie confronted him in the parking lot? I'm just trying to sell records, man. Y'all just trying to sell magazines, dog. You can't tell me you not. Because
no, because this is crazy. Like, I don't like, and then like Will Ospreay's in 2 match of the year contenders.
Hey, and I ain't even gonna hold you. That match with Jericho was not bad. So
it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
He has been working.
They may have had the best match on that.
No, they did. They did. Yeah. So he's been working. Yeah. And he's been going across the globe working. They got him at Impact soon. He's probably gonna be at this Wrestle Dream shit. He's been the ambassador for New Japan this year. Yeah. So yeah, I'm with you, Nelson. It's got to be September to September, because this is
because this is weird. This is so it's so fucking strange, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, because John, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. John Moxley is in no match of the year contenders. 0.
He's in no match of the year contenders, but I'm gonna
0.
say this.
Like, he's done nothing. Like,
none. But I will say this about John Moxley, and again, this is probably how they're doing this list. To me and you, and again, we shout out to all the indie wrestlers, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to start somewhere. Shout out to all my indie wrestlers, man. Stay tuned. But for these people, right, who go to these gyms, who go to these bingo halls, who go to these small venues, right, and they're having, they're sitting there in their night and they're seeing this top guy like John Moxley come through, that's big to them. Right, that's big for them. So I understand giving Moxley his credit, because the dude is a workhorse. It may not be what we like, but he is a workhorse. I will give him that. But there's a fine line between workhorse and putting on quality top matches of the year. Because if y'all are going off of workhorses, Ray Phoenix and Pentagon should be up high too.
Yeah.
For what they do, I don't know what Marcel was saying though.
I don't know.
He'll explain later. But yeah, like Gunther literally like, all right, and listen, I love Nakamura, I love Ricochet, but what Gunther has done with that Intercontinental Championship,
yeah, come on,
it is just as important as that undisputed Universal title.
Yeah,
just as important.
It's very, very desirable now. It's very desirable.
He's, to me, if someone said Gunther's the A champ on Raw, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, shout out to Gunther
those guys.
Yeah, shout out to Gunther for getting his recognition. And I mean, next year might be Gunther #1. So
yeah. And just to pivot over to some, he said, Nelson. Marcel says, Larry, I don't think Bryan Danielson should be in top 10.
All right,
I don't disagree
with you on that. Yeah. However, if
I think he should be ahead of Moxley, but he's been injured. He's also been injured for the most part.
But he also had. I'm looking at work rates, right? Yeah. Let's be real. Bryan Danielson, his matches with MJF and his match with Okada, Moxley don't have those.
Right, no.
Kenny Omega has more of those in trios action, in singles action. Why is he not up there?
Yeah, Kenny Omega didn't even crack the top. He's
been holding that company up with like trios matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and teaming with the Bucks and teaming with all of them. So I don't know. Right?
Yeah, it's very strange.
It's what it is.
Well, speaking of someone who was on that list that was in that top 3, our tribal chief Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns talk. Finally, put the ones up. Roman Reigns next match.
Say it with me. SAUDI.
Saudi.
Prince of Arabia, man. Yes.
Prince of Arabia has requested Roman Reigns' services for November 4th for their event in Saudi Arabia. And he'll be back on television leading up to that match. So It's looking like Roman is going to be coming back to TV in October.
Absolutely.
He's got to be. He's coming back to TV in October. However, the exact date is unclear right now. I'm guessing, because let's see, John Cena's got about 7. He's got 7 altogether. So he's got about 4 more days.
No, John Cena's last televised date for TV is October 27th. But John is also scheduled to work Saudi as well.
Oh, interesting. It won't be Roman.
No.
Because we already know where this is leading up to, and especially based on what happened on SmackDown, it's going to be AJ Styles.
Yes,
without a doubt, it's going to be AJ Styles because they're going to continue this story on between AJ and Jimmy going into Saudi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I could easily see. I mean, another thing that I remember a lot of times during these weeks they'll have season premieres and fall premieres and things like that. I can totally see, because that's when Roman wrestles on TV. Like when the network says, "Hey, we need one Roman Reigns match for the quarter." So I could see a Roman Reigns, Jimmy, and Solo versus the OC. I could see that, leading into this pay-per-view. So premium live event, excuse me. But yeah, I can totally see that. And as far as tag match, I mean, after SmackDown, Solo and Jimmy versus AJ and Cena will definitely be on a television match soon. Yeah, I could totally see that being done. So Fastlane, I don't know what Cena's doing. It could be Solo.
It could be Grayson Waller.
Yeah. Be LA Knight. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
But Roman being back is interesting because Roman has not been in any promotional material at all.
Yeah, none.
And what that tells me, I think Roman's taking that big break after 40.
Yeah, Yeah.
I think this means that WWE is focusing on who they know will be there in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And for Roman not to be there at the stock exchange was like,
yeah,
they focusing on their future.
They
now.
focusing on the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
which is fair. Which is fair to
as
say.
they should. As they should.
Well, but as you know, as we talk about the future, we also have to talk about the past.
Oh man, you mentioned princes and kings and guys, from countries, there's a nice, king of Qatar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this bald son of a bitch.
Before we get there, do you want to just quickly run through what we saw this week on Raw and NXT?
Yeah, we can talk about we can do a quick little run through of Raw. Really like the biggest thing that stood out on Raw. Well, we had a really good opener there with Judgment Day defeating Kevin Owens and Jey Uso because Jey Uso missed the super kick and hits Kevin Owens. I'm really loving the Jey Uso shit right now. That's probably my favorite shit on Raw right now.
Jay being paranoid like this every chance he gets is hilarious. So
that's my favorite thing on Raw right now. Because right now you're seeing Jey Uso become he's having a redemption arc. He's trying to like get back in the good graces of people, trying to get forgiveness for all the shit he did during his bloodline. Reign with his family. So that's really good stuff there. More to come there for sure. No Sami Zayn. I'm guessing he's nursing that elbow injury. So
they're gonna keep him off a little bit. Yeah. I mean, they gotta sell that they're banged up.
Yeah. After losing those titles.
Because otherwise they have a title rematch. But I think that'll probably happen soon. You also have the mid-card is still booming. You got Tommaso Ciampa getting in the mix.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa jumping in the mix of the Imperium thing. Because we were celebrating. Finally, Gunther put the Honky Tonk Man in the dirt where he belongs.
Sorry,
good. He put him in the dirt. He got he's all-time Intercontinental Champion now, the highest ever, the most high.
Longest reigning
Intercontinental
history
in history. Shout out to him. Shout out to him for doing that. For getting that, but also what a good look for Tommaso Ciampa, because this tag match was like really good. Ciampa jumping in on this because he's really on his DIY shit. Do the knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, he's on that DIY shit.
No DUI.
No DUI, but
DIY.
He's on that shit right now. Helping out Chad Gable there. They had a tag match where they defeated Imperium. I liked how the ending was, with them both having Gunther in one submission from Ciampa, and then the ankle lock on Giovanni Vinci from Chad Gable. So the Gable and Gunther thing is not done yet, which I'm glad. I'm glad that's not over with. And Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez have another rubber match for the world heavyweight.
Before you get to that, Drew McIntyre is
Drew McIntyre got bodied.
Drew McIntyre is on.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre is Claymore somebody.
Yeah, somebody's getting Claymore or something.
The Scottish Psychopath is on his way back, and when he comes back, run. And the fact that he's reminding Jay every chance he gets, I ain't forgot none of this shit when y'all beat my ass in front of my people, and I'm singing Sweet Caroline with this ducking ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then like he said, like, damn, like, Woods throughout the whole, it sucks, you won your title in front of no crowd. It was like, damn, okay. Yikes. The world was on fire at the time, Xavier. But
and he told him, he said, you don't want to do this.
Don't do that.
He went out there, bro. Shout out to Xavier Woods for knowing how to sell, because boy, he whooped his ass like all over that ring.
They had a good match too.
Yes, they did. Yes.
But yeah, pivoting over to Raquel and Rhea.
Biggest the top news of the night. And
Yeah.
all what we thought was gonna be the craziest news of the week too.
Yeah, so we all know how this match ended. Rhea Ripley defeated Raquel because of interference by a returning Nia Jax.
We're gonna do the knowledge on that.
We're gonna do the knowledge
in a
on
minute.
all this in a second. You know, we'll do the knowledge to close out this damn
show. Yes.
But yes, Nia Jax is back in WWE. Did she take the shot? I don't know. But hey, you know what I'm saying? We're here.
I'm a vibe.
Yeah, I'm a vibe.
I'm a vibe.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm a vibe. She took this one shot she took. But hey, you know, and that was the headbutt that she gave to Rhea Ripley. There.
And the bonsai drop.
And the bonsai drop. So yeah, her Nia Jax is back. I'm not going to sit over here and jump on to that train of what social media was doing with Nia Jax because of her reputation of being unsafe and everything. I'm just going to leave that alone because I think she got bullied enough during the week. So we'll leave that.
Shout out to Oscar. I'll say that.
Shout out to Oscar. Shout out to Oscar for coming to her defense for sure. But yeah, that was Raw. So NXT was solid, man. Listen, I know NXT actually almost did a mill this week.
They did their best rating in 3 years.
Yeah, the best rating, the Becky effect. Let me tell you, the Becky effect.
Big rating Bex.
Big rating Bex. That's why they call her the man. She is the man for a reason. But let's see. We start off with a banger from Ilya Dragunov and Wes Lee.
My son losing hope.
He lost hope. He took his ball and went home.
When they showed his wife, I said, "Yo,
that's different. That's different. We breaking fourth walls there."
Sean is
is
the biggest. Sean and Hunter are the biggest Jim Crockett promotion marks that I know.
And marks of themselves. And marks of themselves, bro. Because Sean loves to he loves to put his own spin, like he's remixing his own storylines with Wes and with Mello. Yeah, he lost his smile, bro. He said, "I'm done. I quit." I mean, it's Dragunov, bro. You wasn't gonna beat Dragunov, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Man. Dragunov, and I'm talking about a brutal finisher to what, like, my God, Dragunov is just different, bro.
Yeah,
I love that crazy Russian.
The last two people to beat our longest reigning IC champion was Braun Breaker and Dragunov. So I mean, you know,
yeah. But yeah, that was a good match there. The trios match, Damon Kemp, Drew Gulak, Charlie Dempsey, they defeated Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, and Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne turns on Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen, and I'm guessing he's joining the NXT Catch Point. Basically,
Catch Point, NXT Baby Ring Camp,
right? This is basically Catch Point in NXT,
the real Blackpool Combat Club.
So yeah, so he turns on those guys. So there's that. Fallon Henley looks sick because you know she's just like, damn, like I trusted this dude,
and they keep losing.
And they keep losing. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all, you should have just let Kiana James cook. That's all.
But speaking of Kiana James, man, NXT Women's Breakout Tournament on the way.
Yeah. So we got some new talents.
Hey, you thought, hey, you know, we're gonna release an album, right? But then, you know, we're gonna come back and say, you know what? Here's another.
You
know what I'm saying?
Here's another.
So
thanks for taking this journey with me.
Yes. So
you know what? Here's two more.
And so we got that. You know, we get Dom and Mello set up for next week, which is gonna be a fun one. We get Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne next week, which is
money. That's money.
Fight forever. You know what I'm saying? British edition.
We've been here before. We've seen what they can do with each other
when they were youngins. Now they're adults.
Yeah,
they hate each other.
We've been here before.
Yes.
So yeah, we got that coming up. like you said, Tyler Bates defeats Axiom. The Creed brothers defeated Malik and Idris.
Hey man, they need to go ahead and just make this a multi-man ladder match, tag ladder match at No Mercy. Just give it to us.
Yeah, they might as well. So we did that. Let's see what else we got. Nathan Frazier defeated Akira Tozawa. Lyra Valkyra defeated Dana Brooke. No surprise there. And of course, the grand finale of them all, which is really was a banger of a match. Becky Lynch defeats Tiffany Stratton, and she becomes the NXT Women's Champion for the first time. So shout out to Grand Slam Bex. Shout out to her, man.
Shout out to Bex, man. We will cover this more, and yeah, man, I'm expecting a rematch between her and Tiffany and No Mercy, probably.
Yeah, probably a rematch. Will Bex have this title very long? That's a good question right there. I don't know.
I have a thought, but I'll save it for SmackDown.
Okay. And we will table that for SmackDown.
And let's save $7 for last. Let's go through the rest of the show without $7.
Brother.
Let's go through the rest of the show. Just to give them their proper time.
I need a card.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
Stay right there. I got you. So first match of the night is, Too Sweet Me Brother, Finn Balor, AJ Styles. Volume 57. So good match. AJ was without his good brothers again, because he told them, y'all can cry in that Corolla. I'm trying to cry in a Maybach. I'm about this money. So, y'all just gonna have to do what y'all gotta do. Finn is still recruiting Usos to his field. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey man, the more the merrier. Now I ain't gonna hold you. You keep on inviting all these Usos. JD can't get no love.
JD, it's just like, no JD.
JD can't get no love. So yeah, that was funny. Like if I was Funko Pop head, I'd be like, look, bro, I've been putting in work. I done won y'all titles. Like, brother, can I get something? Like, do I need to go back to NXT and win the Heritage Cup? Like, what do I have to do to be down? Like, my brother, what do I need to do? So, shout out to the Judgment Day for running WWE. They also sold Rhea Ripley's injuries to Nia Jax as well, so that was fun. So that happened. So that wraps up Judgment Day. And speaking of factions, man, my boy Santos came out in that suit.
Yeah. Santos is in the suit. He's wearing a suit. Everybody else is wearing t-shirts. Yo, Joaquin Wild, the hat thing. Please, bro. Please take that shit off.
The 97 puff sombrero top hat.
That shit is crazy, dog. Take that shit off, bro. Take that shit off, bro.
The brunch boot hat.
Yeah, that brunch boot hat. It just came out of nowhere, bro. Like, wait, what are you doing? Like, come on, dog. They got that Kung Lao hat just came out of nowhere. The funniest
part was when fucking Joaquin was so mad. He was like, Cruz del Toro.
Yeah.
He was so mad. He was like, "Hey, you think we some bitches or something, man? Get this thing right now." He started talking like Baby Joker. Like,
bro, like
shut
legit.
the fuck up.
That's that like warrior.
I didn't like Houdini. But then, like, there's a funny post, like, video on YouTube, and Santos is talking, and he's like, I can't believe they interrupted us. Next week we handle this. But Ray, don't forget what I asked you. I'm like, yeah. Turn is coming, man.
Yeah, it's coming, dog. It's time. It's time, bro. It's time. Man. I'm tired of him being Ray Mysterio's weed carrier. It's over, bro.
I love at the end of the match ever KP ever.
Yeah.
I love at the end of the match when Street Profits are doing their like, you know, hey to all the crowd and shit. Bobby look, he said, if you don't get in there, like the job ain't the Kobe Bryant job ain't done.
The boys
Job
never getting a
ain't-
mic
like
again.
never. Brother, he said, look, he said, job ain't done. Job ain't done. You better go beat their ass. Like, you gonna whoop their ass or whoop your ass? Which one you want to do?
Exactly.
Nah, but when Dawkins socked Ray, that's when Bob was like, oh, all right, let's go.
Yeah. It's like, nah, listen.
So we might get a triple threat. We might get Kong Wild. Y'all,
yeah, that's crazy.
This is too much MK. Too much
That's
MK.
crazy. And I'm itching.
I know.
Itching right now.
I know. But yeah, great segment. Faction Wars, Winter Wars, as I call it. Yeah. Shout out to, speaking of tag teams, shout out to my favorite tag team on SmackDown, the Yes Boys. You know,
we
selling the injury.
Yeah, we see the Yes Boys Pretty Deadly pull up with the wheelchair. I don't know how your shoulder is hurting, but you're in a wheelchair. That's
what Adam Pearce wanted to know.
But
hey man, I'm down for anybody selling like this, bro. Like they are having the time of their lives. And how Adam Pearce is not able to break kayfabe, like laughing at these two goofs. Listen, man, shout out to them.
Look, what I say, they the Edge and Christian, they UK Edge and Christian, bro.
Hey, bro. Yes. And you know, other factions, you know, Shotzi is scaring the good women. I ain't gonna call them.
She scared me too.
She's scared, and it was me.
Yeah.
I was scared too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm scared.
Anakin face, like
it's time to wrap that shit up. I'm not gonna hold you. It's time to wrap that up. It's like for I don't know. I don't know what we do.
Bailey, you gotta do like a, I don't know, hair versus hair match.
Like,
I don't know, like some gotta give, man. Asuka and Io will be headlining next week, which I've been waiting on this moment for so long, so that's gonna be great. LA Knight wraps up with Miz and tells the whole world, "Look, I'm leaving with something." So keep your eye on.
He said Roman. I said, not today, buddy. Hey, slow down. Slow down,
hey, man. You might get the match.
You getting too close, brother.
But, hey, brother, I don't know what you think you're gonna get over with,
but that ain't here. Not that.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
I would very much enjoy a Roman squashing LA Knight thing just for chaos purposes. But
it's happening.
You're too close to the sun.
I don't know if it's happening in front of the Sheik. I don't know if it's happening in front of Chicago. I don't know if it's happening in December. Oh, it's happening.
that man sat up there and said Roman Reigns. Now I said, brother, you are tripping.
Hey man, they striking while the iron is hot, so I respect it. But
you tripping.
You got there's a story to finish. And speaking of stories that we've been watching, man, we're gonna wrap up our show by doing the knowledge on this. So, all right, AJ, we should have known something was up when we saw Nia Monday. That should have been the clear indication that something was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just walk through this timeline for the people, right? About a month and a half ago, apparently they were testing his entrance. The Great One, the Brahma Bull, the Rock, Rocky Maivia. You know, if you smell what he's cooking. They were testing his entrance, right? So we thought SummerSlam. You know, somebody made a call and said, ain't no way, not in my city, not in my turf, not in my territory. And it didn't happen. So it was like, okay, whatever. Then we see Nia Jax, and it's like, okay. Then out of nowhere, due to the strike, and I know they can say whatever for the love of the fans, but due to the strike, John Cena comes back. Then I said, okay, this is interesting timing. Then Nia Jax shows up Monday. The same day that Endeavor announces that, you know, they've closed this deal There's a report that comes out. That's why you got to look at more websites than just these wrestling websites. Comicbook.com, let me know this. Engadget, let me know this. MSNBC, let me know this. Dwayne's $7 production deal with Universal has been halted because of the strike. Meaning they're not going to fund development of any more shows, pay you just to sit at home and not do nothing till the strike is over with. This is all Tuesday. Then the days go by. Not thinking of nothing. Then it's announced that The Rock is going to be on Pat McAfee's show. I'm like, all right. This is in Colorado.
Denver, Colorado.
Now, I want y'all to do the knowledge on this. Colorado is in the Pac-12.
Correct.
And where is the Pac-12 games being broadcast? There's a program called
ESPN.
No. Big Noon
Saturday. I'm sorry.
On Fox.
On Fox, correct.
Now, where's Pat McAfee's show?
Pat McAfee's show currently is on ESPN.
Where's the XFL filmed?
The XFL rights, TV rights, are currently owned by ESPN.
Who did The Rock big up during his time period of Pat McAfee's show? A certain black coach. What's his name?
Deion Sanders, Prime.
And where will Colorado be next year?
Colorado will be in the Pac-12.
They're in the Pac-12 now.
I mean, I'm sorry, they will be in the Big 12.
He's trying to get through this
12.
segment, y'all. He's trying to get through the segment. It's just, it's arguing.
They will be in the Big 12. They will be in the Big 12.
Being a good friend right now.
It's hard to say Pac-12 and Big 12. I mean, come on, like
it's right.
Literally, the first word is the difference. But
yes,
they're going to be in the Big 12, which has the TV rights from ESPN, if I'm not mistaken.
You don't say. So, also, where was SmackDown? Colorado.
SmackDown was also in Denver, Colorado.
So, and who did Dwayne say that he probably could have had a match with this year? Roman Reigns. But that's SmackDown. And that's in Colorado. And who has been reported along with Amazon and being interested in WWE SmackDown rights?
Amazon and also ESPN, the mouse.
Say what you want, and I respect your opinion, everybody. The mouse 100% sent Pat McAfee and The Rock on a dummy mission to Friday and told to tell Vince, whether it be satellite, whether it be right in person, whether it's FaceTime, hey, buddy, we're sorry we called y'all some chumps. We're sorry we said that this wrestling stuff isn't real sports. We apologize. We want in. These are our two guys. We know you like these two guys. The fix is in, bro.
The fix is in. Because
this
that bald son of a bitch pulled up
for weeks, brother.
That bald son of a bitch pulled up to SmackDown to open the show. I mean, this was a supersized SmackDown. I mean,
and this moment is, listen, you got that pop, that pop, and
probably a pop of the year, honestly.
And like somebody said, the pop that got bigger because people realized it wasn't like Miz and cosplay, and it wasn't somebody faking the funk. Because the last time something like that happened, KO was cosplaying the Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And the crowd lost it, but it was just KO, prepping for his Mania match.
Yeah.
And shout out to Austin Theory for living his childhood dream. Yes, Alvarez, he shouldn't be taking this advice from you because you didn't make it. You were never in a position to be in the same ring with The Rock or John Cena or Stone Cold or Pat McAfee or Vince McMahon. So I'm sorry. Yeah. No, Nelson. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, Nelson is going crazy. He just went crazy.
For the people that are listening, He said The Rock was in Nation Domination, who was on their God body. Rock has talked about $7, and 7 is the God number. So
Good.
Rock was on his mathematics day one.
Dueling the knowledge.
Yep. And then if you notice the lightning bolt on Black Adam, what does that look like? A 7. So yes, I get it, Nelson. I did that. We're doing the knowledge.
The knowledge is crazy right there.
And look who pops up when you start talking about 7s. Black Murph.
Black Murph.
Black
Here we
fucking
go.
Murph. Yeah, man. Fuck out of here, Dwayne.
I see the bullshit, bro.
Been playing for a month, bro.
Let me tell you, Dwayne ass would be, if that damn strike wasn't going on, his ass would be right there at a movie set filming a Christmas movie right now.
Listen, Dwayne. See, the thing is, this was reported Tuesday. Dwayne has known for weeks that they were going to halt his $7 production deal.
Yeah,
with Universal.
Yeah,
man, this has been playing for a month, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Dion did well. As we're recording right now, that game is on. And when we get done recording, y'all can check us out in the Discord.
Yes, we will be in the Discord.
We are in the Discord. And I know that everybody in this comment section right now is a part of our Discord. So salute to the supporters. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody that, is listening to this, we have more announcements. I would highly suggest you tap into this week's Show Your Work, because we'll be going over those announcements and what you can expect from the Discord and from us as a podcast. But that being said, and yes, KP, that's an announcement of an announcement, asshole.
Yes, another one. KP gonna be like, here go Tony Larry again.
Tony Larry.
Here go Larry Khan.
I'm Larricon, not Larry Khan. Dude, hey, Farrakhan, not the fake Khan. Do the knowledge. But yes. This has been in motion for a minute, man. You can't tell me it hasn't, bro. This man literally said, nah, man, I ain't doing shit. Yeah, I'll go to SmackDown.
Yeah, I'll go to SmackDown. Ain't Cena over there right now? Oh yeah, he'll like this. Speaking of which, we got a really good scene out of
him and Cena doing the look at us.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us. Who could imagine?
Never be back.
Right. Like, bro, yeah, it was really cool. I also liked how they did the "you can't see me" thing, and Cena was standing there still. And he's like, "Oh, I can see
him." Yeah, Pat living up that gimmick with Cena has been hilarious.
Yeah.
So now, all right, let's ask the honest question that everybody wants to know.
Okay. Let's be for real.
Survivor Series, Rumble, or Mania?
Royal Rumble.
Thank you. It's Rumble, dog.
Royal
it's
Rumble.
Tropicana field. It's Florida. Listen, man.
They got two stadiums. Yeah. Royal Rumble.
Dwayne is 3. Don't you include Mania.
3 stadiums. Yeah.
Dwayne is taking the dive at the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. He's putting over his family members. He will go to Philly, whether it's Austin Theory, whether it's LA Knight, whether it's somebody Solo Sikoa, somebody he can elevate in a match that he will win. That's going to happen at WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
If this Roman Rock match happens, it's going to be a Tropicana field, dog. Yeah. You cannot rob Cody Rhodes of that moment
and throw away a whole year
of
storyline.
Seth Rollins of his moments.
Rob Seth Rollins, yeah.
Rob Drew McIntyre. Rob Damian Priest, who has his Money in the Bank briefcase. Shinsuke. This is bigger than Nino Brown. This is bigger than $7, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is the main card.
I'm not putting that in the hands of a 54-year-old man, bro. I'm sorry.
Who looked like his biceps were gonna fall off the bone if he tried to rock bottom.
And I'm sorry, that people's elbow was nasty. That shit was disgusting last night, bro. Like, that man was moving so slow. Come on, bro. That man, that in the 40 time, that man right now is running a 6.1.
A 7 point. 7 point was right there. Come on.
A 7. He's running a 7 in a 40-yard dash right now. I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro.
Listen, and here's the thing. I'm a fan of Dwayne. I told y'all
I
on
am
this
too.
podcast.
As a child, as a kid,
That's what got me into wrestling.
Yeah.
But I am an adult now. I have a responsibility to be real with y'all. Dwayne is literally politicking right now, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, he's not low. And I cannot wait for the promo that Cody is going to cut on Monday. Because Cody was watching all this and said, okay, touche. So, look, I'm going to say now, I'm calling burgundy suit for Monday. Cody seems like a burgundy guy for Monday.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be definitely righteous gemstones, Cody.
Oh,
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Bells and whistles on the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a peacoat. He might pull out a peacoat.
Might pull. It's fall. We're getting cold.
It's getting cold
man,
out, so you might see the suit peacoat combo. Yeah.
Fucking Dwayne, man.
Dwayne, please. Dwayne, nah, please.
Listen,
please.
Brother, this man here is a sick man, dog. Like, and he knows what he's doing. So I can't. It's like it's so sick, but I respect it. But it's still sick. It's like I know what you're doing. You're not low, and I respect what you're trying to do. But brother, if you don't get in that ring and put over Solo Sikoa, like this man will do everything in the world to avoid his family.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, he showed up to work when Roman's not there. He showed up when Roman's on PTO. That's somebody's goal. Man, get out of my face, bro. Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face. You showed up in Denver, Colorado, bro. Denver.
Hey man.
Denver.
Why you think we said September 3rd, bro? We saw this a while back.
Detroit was right there on August 5th.
Detroit was right there. But you didn't want to pull up in D-Town.
But you ain't want to pull up here. You ain't want to pull up. You ain't want to pull up when the whole family was outside in the ring, bro. You ain't want to pull up then. You pull up in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's goat, not mine.
Hey, y'all. Hey, somebody did this. Dwayne did this. Hey, man.
But hey, it is what it is, man. Like we did the knowledge. We pulled, we put all the strings together.
Hey. And when it happens, hey,
stay woke.
I want my credit too.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being humble with that. I want my credit. When y'all see Rock, Roman, Royal Rumble, I want my credit. All y'all, they need to do 2 nights and man, nigga, fuck out of here. 2 nights.
Wait, what do y'all think this is, bro?
AJ, man, you don't get the fuck out of here.
Nah. Let that shit fly, bro. Let that shit fly. These niggas tripping. No, y'all
in
tripping.
the words of the great Louis Farrakhan, nigga, please. About 2 nights in Mania.
2 nights.
One night with Rock, one night with Cody.
Come on, man.
No,
make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense.
Y'all want the win. Y'all want.
Be realistic.
Y'all wanted Bianca to headline. I thought y'all wanted Bianca Sharp.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, like we want women to close out night too.
Y'all been crying for Seth and Drew to get a top spot headline, right? Well, how that gonna happen if Dwayne got that?
But all of a sudden, we gotta move. We gotta move that out the way for $7.
You better tell Dwayne to open up the show with all the other legends like he always does and call it a day.
Open up that show. Hey, do your little Young Rock promo and then get out. Leave. Goodbye.
Bye.
Real niggas on the way. Not you, bro. Not you. Hollywood is that way.
That way, Bucko. You over here trying to fucking bring up WWE SmackDown, nigga. Triple H trying to find a way to bring up Brian Breaker right now. You talking about some let me pop up.
No thanks. Man. No thank you.
Dwayne.
But shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the E right now. It is a good time for real. However, I will be watching y'all.
How can we forget? How can we forget? And how can we forget, man?
What?
Let's end off on some funny shit. Shout out to everybody in the E because AEW might be having the worst month of their life. And all you niggas and people, not just niggas, everybody. 72,000 tickets. Didn't even sell out past SummerSlam 92. Bulldog needs to come back and whoop all y'all's ass.
All y'all ass.
For all this cap. And
all that damn cap.
You know what makes it bad? It wasn't even Tony did all that. The damn government was like,
government said no. They said, fuck out of here.
The government said, we are trying to get a WrestleMania over here. There are lives at stake. I don't give a fuck about your fake numbers.
They said 81. Yeah, all right, watch this.
Hey man.
Them boys pulled out them gate records. They pulled out the paperwork.
Give me 15 seconds, brother. I'm still here. Give me 15
They pulled out
seconds.
that paperwork. They pulled out that 10. What was it? What's my man on YouTube that's always got paperwork? They pulled out that 1090 Jake paperwork.
Yeah.
They pulled out that paperwork on Tony Khan. They said, funny numbers.
Hold up. I got you. No.
Hashtag funny numbers.
Funny numbers, bro. The damn government regulation had to do that, bro. And listen, man. Listen, bro. They pulled up. They said, hold up. Damn. They said, you're not real. You're not real. Hey, man. They pulled up the tickets. All you heard was, nope.
Yeah, bro. Nope.
Sorry.
Nah.
Nope.
Nope.
Dummy. Yeah.
Them boys, hey, them boys was over there. Them boys was scanning they scanned one ticket. Hey, scan it one more time. Doop. Scan it 3 times. Like, nah, come on. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, Tony. Fuck out of here, bro.
Niggas had to fucking do a mental health check on Will Ospreay.
Like, come on,
yo, Ospreay, how you holding up? You know, you got that tattoo. Hey, mate, my mom called me, man. I'm doing all right, but it's still fucked up, man. I'm just processing it right now.
Yeah, nah.
Hey, man, look, y'all thought that AEW, and here's the funny thing about it. There's no Punk. There's no Jade. There's no Cody Rhodes. There's some other exits that are going to happen between now and next August.
And y'all top guys not even the draw.
Hey, there's no guarantee that y'all even going to do close to the same numbers next year. Y'all will probably do like 45 next year, which is still good.
The realistic number that I said they would do this year.
Which is good. That's not a loss. But
it's not a subjective, yeah.
But hey, it ain't 81,000.
It ain't 81,000.
Hey man, hey look, we couldn't get 81 point challenge at 2K. Y'all get 81,000 tickets, nigga. Enjoy purgatory, motherfucker. Not real, bro.
Not real,
bro.
But that was that, and I totally forgot about that because it's so absurd. It's so crazy that they even had the audacity to do that. Because when they said 81,000, I said, yo, that's funny numbers, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. 81,000 people did not come to watch MJF and Adam Cole wrestle 2 times.
Look at how it came out. Y'all know 81,000 after Mad Dog CM Punk had Tony Khan scared for his life.
Yeah, had him scared for it. He lunged at him. Yeah,
come on. And he was in fear of his life. And he turns around. And the numbers didn't even match up.
They ain't even have a car service for CM Punk. You gonna sit here and tell me y'all sold 81,000? That man had to take the subway. He had to take the subway, the tram.
Y'all got surveillance. Somebody got surveillance of the Jungle Boy CM Punk tape. I still need to see that.
Yeah,
but I need to see the tape of Tony Khan getting the call from the Prime Minister's regulation crew saying, "Hey, bro, nah, bro, it's over with. It's Jover. It's Jover. Bro.
It's Jover. It's Jover, bro." That's 72,000. How do you? That's a crazy margin, bro. Like, I know WWE can sit up there and say, oh, our WrestleMania ticket, we did 83. It's 85,000 people in here right now, but really it's 81,000. Like, I see that little bit.
And you know why? You know why?
Not a whole 10.
You know why
10,000 list, bro.
You know why people are on this? Because when WrestleMania 32 did 102,000 tickets, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't the real numbers. We're going after the real numbers. So you brought this on yourself.
Yeah, you kind of.
If you would have just shut up,
if you would just shut the fuck up.
We would have been like, damn, bro, 81,000. That's cold, bro. Like
yeah,
they did that, bro.
They did it. They almost did 90, but they almost filled the whole stadium. But I knew it was some bullshit when I saw them empty seats up top. I knew it was some bullshit. Y'all can't fool me, bro. Y'all can't fool me. Y'all can't. But shout out to y'all though. Shout out to y'all. Keep the scam going. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, Collision is probably gonna be off the air because we already know it's a mess. They got the WBD deal too, right? Where they going to
so allegedly, we'll follow the story, but allegedly,
we'll follow that up. Like
allegedly, starting next year, they'll be getting 12 pay-per-views on Max. So
yeah.
Once again, as Nelson said, they lied. They said we weren't going to be like WWE, and look at what they're trying to do.
Look at what they're doing.
So
much for nostalgia.
Somebody's favorite company couldn't outsell matches on a card 30 years ago that had Nails defeating Virgil and Crush beating the Repo Man. Papa Shango beating Tito Santana.
Nasty. Disgusting.
Someone's
GOAT.
Jim Duggan and the Bushwhackers again defeating the Mountie and the Nasty Boys.
Someone's GOAT.
Rick Martel and Shawn Michaels ending in a double count out. Rest in peace of Sensational Sherry, but come the hell on, man. Come on.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Hey, man. God don't like ugly, bro. That's the lesson. That's the lesson that y'all need to learn, man. People talk too much. People say too much. And
stop lying. Just stop lying, bro. Just stop lying, man. That's all I can say.
And then this is getting sad because I mean, even now, bro, Collision, who they can fit 15,000, they only got 3,000 people there for Collision tonight.
Yeah.
Only 3,000 people for Collision. Only 6,000 people for Arthur Ashe. Yeah, bro. Y'all can't go back to Chicago. It's bad. So.
Pretty bad.
But you know what's not bad? Midcarders and Catering podcast, man.
No, it is not. No, it is not. We are the greatest. We are the best. We almost done. We almost there. We almost at the 5-0. We're almost at the 1 year. You know what I'm saying? We coming close. Coming real soon. But you want to know who also is the best, and that is Show Your Work Network.
Oh man, listen, man.
You know what I'm saying? My guys over there, man. Shout out to Nelson for pulling up for that brief second. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get his shit off. Winston holding the comments down. Nelson's still in the comments. Shout out to KP. As a fact, shout out to Black Announce Table. They hit the 300.
Hit the GBE horns.
Yeah, man. Hit those horns. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, good job to those guys.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to them over there. Shout out Eve, shout out Cody, shout out KP again, shout out Chrisann, shout out
Manny.
Yeah, all those guys, shout out Mouse, everybody over there.
Yes.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Ant too. Ant's
yes. Hey man, look, Ant is a very busy man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the opportunity to fill in for you every chance I get, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to the MKU Network. Shout out to, the most known unknown podcast. Shout out to Fisticuffs and Buffs. Shout out to Taker's podcast, gaming podcast. It's a lot of stuff Ant has going on, and sometimes he's too busy for his damn self. So Ant, from me to you, take a break, my brother. Yeah. I know AJ took his break and came back with a vengeance. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Had to get disgusting, bro.
Hey,
had to get my shit off.
Hey, man.
I've been too quiet.
Yes, sir.
I'm tweeting too much.
Hey, man.
I gotta talk.
Hey, can't stop. Won't stop.
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. And I want to give a shout out to my guys, Show Your Work. Nelson, Youngin, Winston. A lot of stuff coming up, as I mentioned before. Tap into us this Wednesday. Not this Wednesday. We have stuff coming this Wednesday, but tap in on Thursday, 9/8 Central. If you follow Midcarders and Catering, we might have another surprise for y'all this week, but
yes, sir.
We'll just let the world witness that, you know. And I don't have anything else, AJ. But you know, this has been a wonderful Midcarders and Catering. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna head over to the Discord, and you know, on that note, take 22.
Take 22.
And see.
Yeah.